Hello everyone, welcome back to the next part of impact of COVID-19 in the construction industry. In this part, I try to explain new avenues and roads ahead after COVID-19. Further, I discussed career perspectives and skill set required for civil engineering aspirants. Let us get into the video.
Start to the question, this is Manoj here. The other person, Lauri Shankar, he meant that most of the companies in the US right now, including mechanical companies, what they're doing is they're trying to, just cut down on office space. What he meant was, I think labor will still, as you said, labor will still continue. We are not in a situation where everything in this world run by machines. I think that would probably take another 50, 100 years. At least next 25, 30 years, we cannot survive. So, no, just adding to that point, I think we have to keep in mind that just 10 to 20% of the businesses might change to a scenario where they can reduce the costs on office spaces. But at the end of the day, whatever it is, we will need space to work, especially in a country like India. I think where most of the labor is manual.
Every big sector need to know business. They need to change their business plan. Almost they are worried about business continuity. That is concentrating on their development of business, worrying about their market analysis, worrying about their vendor and vendor ratings. Whoever did promoting their business, now they will worry about their labors. They will make a great paradigm shift. They will worry about health of the laborers. They will worry about maintaining their laborers. They will worry about understanding the available laborers. What you people said is right. Some of the people can do it. Some of the industry can do it. They can develop work from home. That will be making them a huge profit. That their space will be reduced. Their electricity, that is energy, will be reduced, and their travel, that is they are providing vehicles to their laborers or employees, that will be reduced. Everything can be possible. Yeah, that's a good and valid point. But without touch, some of the product could not be delivered at all. See, you can't able to plan something untouched or little touch kind of a projects. That is possible in some areas, but not in all the way. Virtual network can be done such kind of a jobs. See, whoever working all in virtual network, they can develop. You can produce a game. You can produce a game sitting in home, creating different animations, and you can make it. But if you wanted to make one shoot for the action, you want some real-time acting, then you need to go and believe in people. You need a cameraman, you need a light man, you need an actor, everything comes. Then only that one shot can be added in PUBG. Whatever game can be made it in animation. They need some real shot. They can't make it everything in VFX. So then automatically people need to be believe in labors.
I think is a combination, like nobody knows the right combination right now to move further. So I think it's all about finding the right combination of, how many workforce you need. Obviously, there's going to be a huge hole in the job market, at least for the next 6 months. There's not going to be any hiring. So I think people just need to be more patient. Look for the right jobs. There will be jobs, but you should be ready to look for the right jobs.
See, whatever job you are availing or whatever job you are taking, the very first point I need to mention is you need to be patient. Please read the entire job for at least 5 years. That was very important. Nowadays, civil engineering students are facing a biggest problem. Whenever they go, within 1 or 2 months, they are saying that I'm not liking the job was not suits me, and they are immediately shifting to some other job, or they're just sitting in home. Sometimes they are ready to sit in home, but not even able to go for a job which they got. Then second point is they need to be flexible enough. Civil engineering is the area where you need to be more flexible and more hardworking. See, if you put forth in as a civil engineer as a field, you need to travel almost all the terrains. Everything will not come to your home. You can't able to get a job nearby Dharmaburi or nearby Salem. See, I am a civil engineer. I traveled, if I am right, it is around 2,500 to 3,000 kilometers. I am working here past 2 years. Before that, I was there in Hyderabad. It's around 1,700 kilometers. See, civil engineer jobs are flexible. Even I'm a professor, I'm ready to shift. But you people who are working in civil engineering, whoever student listening to me, please understand our job is not in one place. It is very dynamic in nature, and you need to ready to hard working. Since you need to make some terrain into a good project. Some of the terrains will be given to you and you need to make a project. Now, larger openings are there in infrastructure development. Please understand, infrastructure development demands you to travel long, demands you to think on your own, demands you to take decision on your own. So you need to be dynamic enough, innovative enough, and your agility are need to be core. Then only you will get a good job and you can able to develop yourself for a long career. Your long career is always depends on this. I wanted to add one more point. The concept is called BOT, build, operate and transfer. This was priorly accepted only in infrastructure areas. That was a lot of big companies will take the project and they will complete the project, especially road and highways, especially outer ring roads. And there they will fix you some sort of money. Wherever you go, you need to pay and go. You people, whenever take a car from Dharmaburi to reach up to Coimbatore, in 4 or 5 toll gates you have to meet, you need to pay. Those toll gate pays are made by BOT concept, build, operate and transfer. Now, whoever having huge money, government may demand them to invest now and take the money later. Then what happens? They will start investing. Once money started flowing, automatically all other resources will be get ready. Then they can get that money in a slow pace, like toll rates which we paying, and based on that they can reproduce the money for 20 years. That was the concept of BOT. Now this economic crisis will make us to think in that way. I want to mention another one. The economic crisis happened in 2008. People started selling their cars. Nobody can't able to buy a new car too. At the time, the concept called Uber came. All you people started using Uber. Now Uber become a great market. It was just an app. They doesn't have even a single car, but they are controlling almost entire India, all the cars. It's become a huge business now. This kind of an innovative idea need to be come into picture, and that going to rule the market after this. BOT is one such concept actually. That will be developed in all the areas. Now people will make all the things and they will get it slowly with government or slowly with people. Then the new era will start. New things will be done automatically. It will make impossible possible.
I have a doubt when other people are getting into a job, their work is going to be middle of 4 walls. But when civil engineer getting into the field, or a mason or some other labors is getting into civil engineering, I mean civil department oriented jobs, they have to be deal with the soil and dirt. In that case, how for the next 6 months we have to fight with pandemic disease or a contagious virus? How the laborers can protect themselves? I think mask alone is not enough for them to protect themselves. How do they deal with that contagious virus, sir, in their work?
I need to give the answer again in Vadivel style. Aduve palagidon, nothing else. To be frank, that is the true one. Actually, Praveen, it was a wonderful question. I thought of putting it in a different way, but you asked here. See, now we need to make a small sanitizing room wherever they go. Even this is required for going for a huge malls, cinema theaters. See, we people forget completely about hospitality department, man. Large malls are there, entertainment sectors are stopped now. People are getting stressed because of not watching their favorite heroes in screen. I'm a great Vijay fan and I'm waiting for the Vijay movie, but I could not go now. So automatically what happens, we need to sanitize ourselves wherever we go. Then only this tourism sector, hospitality sector will develop. What we need to do, we need to make a small sanitizing room wherever we go. It may be a workplace, it may be a mall, it may be an entertaining area. A small sanitizing room should be there. While entering, they need to sanitize themselves And mask is always required, since it is not for protecting you from others, it is protecting others from you actually. So it need to be aware, but while going, we can make enough spaces. Recently, I have seen a video in a tire company. What they did, they wear one small tubes, which has a circumference of around 1 meter distance. That created a large distance themselves with others. They started working with the tube itself. What happens, whoever wants to come to them, they need to stay around 1 feet away. It's a complete different thinking. This can be used for the labors. Then whenever they want to work, they use the tube. If they walk here and there, they can get distance from others. Then they are working alone and remove the tube. This was a nice concept. Like this, there was a lightweight tubes can be used to create a distance between each other, and that can be reduce virus spreading. And then wherever they go, they need to use their gloves. And definitely industry should need to invest in safety protection equipments. They need to give proper protection equipments for everybody. That was not in our mind actually. Every industry need to give some sort of a safety equipment to everybody, like jackets, like gloves, like the sanitizing and other facilities need to be provided by the industry. That was an extra cost for the industry that need to be worked out slowly. I told you, no, Palagido. They also used to it.
See, a few days ago, a person met an L&T employee, and they said that they will only hire the quality students who are more creative and useful to them. The question is, which quality should students have for better placements?
See, the very good quality of a civil engineer, I was thinking, is understanding real world engineering. They need to know what need to be done in the field. According to the field requirement, they need to develop their skill set. First point. Second, they need to worry about what they need to learn for their job. See, nowadays, learning the syllabus will be a basics. When coming to the application part, you need to extend your knowledge in some other areas. I'll put you like this. You need to know all the softwares whichever required for your job market. Let me put it in 3 ways. You need to know 1 drafting software, 1 design software, and 1 managerial software. It was essential for every civil engineer. Drafting softwares, it may be CAD, ArchiCAD, Revit architecture. These are all known as drafting softwares. I suggest to learn Revit architecture, since you can connect yourself to BIM also, building information model designs also. So Revit architecture can be treated as a drafting software. Coming to design, you need to know about 2 different areas, that is RCC and steel-based structures. For RCC, StatPro and ETABS. Both are equally important. Coming to steel side, Tekla is a wonderful software where you can put yourself in the gray area called steel. See, we people not been very good user of steels in our industries, since we are not even moved ourselves in pre-engineered building much. We believe pre-engineered buildings are made for industry. Now you need to understand that pre-engineered building may be work for everywhere. Wherever you want to make faster construction, wherever you want to make easy construction with a very short duration, then you need to believe in pre-engineered building. Then Tekla software is one of the major software for you for doing this. And I suggest finite element analysis based software, and this can be learnt if you wanted to put yourself in a deeper knowledge in design side. Coming to the management side, both the softwares, Primavera and MS Project, can be given more importance. Then these learnings will be help you out to enter easily. See, your degree is just an entrance ticket. These software knowledges are put you inside the job. So learn softwares. Without softwares, you can't able to make yourself very strong in the field. And I suggest to go for extra learning than others. Make yourself innovative. Go for some advanced versions of courses in all the fields. If I say concrete, go with high performance concrete, high dense concrete, lunar concrete, whatever may be. Like that, whatever area you touch, try to go advanced availability in the same area. Now I'll tell you whatever jobs market are available for you. See, I'll divide the job market in 6 different sectors. One is high-rise buildings, IT parks, hotels, hospitals, residential buildings and apartments, factories. These are some major areas in buildings and factories. Coming to oil and gas sectors, you have jobs in offshore structure, onshore structure, petrochemical industry, all jobs are available. Coming to infrastructure, you can get job in bridges, roads and flyovers, tunnels, dams, metros, all jobs are available in infrastructure areas. Now I can add it traffic and traffic management also here. Since we started concentrating on artificial intelligence application in traffic industry also. So I can add it that also in here. Traffic maintenance. In power plant structure, sector, you have a job in cooling towers, chimneys, nuclear reactors, thermal power plant areas, all jobs are available. Coming to water tanks, water treatment plants, sewage and sewage treatment plants, this area also open to you. And other than this, coastal area jobs, ozone structures jobs, those jobs are also available with you. I can put you like this: total of $1 trillion are already invested in this huge market. Among that, 45 lakh crore was invested just for construction industry. In that, power, roads, railways having 55% of investment. In power sector, we have demand of 122 GW of power. It required almost 9 lakh crore investment. In highway, investment is around 3.5 lakh crores. In ports, investment goes around 60.75 lakhs crore. Airport, in India, we need to develop another 11 to 12 in international airports is required for India itself. So these are all sector opening. What people are expected from you is develop a skill set for a particular area. Whatever area you selected, it may be buildings and factories, it may be a hospital sector, it may be infrastructure area, or it may be a coastal area development on or offshore structure. Develop a basic requirement skill set for that job. Second, I already told you, develop knowledge in engineering, design and operation. Third, software implementation. Whatever job you go, you need software implementation. The fourth is very important. See, whatever you do, people don't understand you. You need to say it, you need to write it. These two skills are very important for you. Oral and written communication. You need to know this. How to speak and how to write. See, even we have a problem. Now, people are not knowing how to speak in telephone itself. There is no ethics over phone. While speaking to your superior, how to speak in mobile phones, there is an ethic that we need to learn. And then you need to understand how to communicate between people. See, communication is not that you need to speak high quality English. You need to understand that the opposite guy needs to understand you. That's enough. That basic communication skill you need to develop. Understand the basic English. That is enough. Second, you need to work in a team. See, in design field or in drafting field or in construction operational field, there will be a connection between all three fields always. So you need to believe each other. You need to work together for creating wonder. Ultimately, I want to put these two are major, critical and creative thinking. See, wherever you go, you need to think critically and creatively. See, whoever thought creatively, they identified aircraft. Right, brothers are identified aircraft. Yes, true. But who thinks critically while sitting in aircraft? If the aircraft fails, what could I do? Then they identified the parachute. See, both creative and critical thinking is essential. You need to develop it. The last one is, whatever you do, identify the quality management rule for the product. learn quality management little bit. Say if I wanted to go for concreting, I need to know the basics. I need to go for as far as 456 minimum M20 grade concrete. This is called quality specification. You must need to understand this kind of a basic quality specifications. Then in general, I want to specify to my students who are attending this, see, flexibility is core for civil engineering. Make your time flexible, makes your terrain flexible. Wherever posted, please move. Wherever you are, develop your skills, identify your own area, work with people, understand people mindset, and enjoy the circumference, whatever given to you. If you are panic to travel, if you are panic to work hard, if you are panic to flexible in time, then you are done with there and you need to sit in your home. So please understand your flexibility is most important for a civil engineer. Whatever job you get, please join the job, stay patient, learn from the job completely. Then who knows, you can develop your own entrepreneurship on the job. See, civil engineering is the only job where you can become an entrepreneur very early. You can make a startup like within 5 years. So what you want is sit in a single company, learn entire things, and come back and create your own company, small level company. It will be a small growth initially. Later you will become a master. Whoever starts zero, now they become a master within 10 to 20 years. And one point I want to mention you, whenever you go work in any job, please understand reskilling and upskilling is required. If you learn something wrong, ready to unlearn it, ready to learn newly. That's why in 1 to 5 school, you are given pencil. Why it was given pencil? Whenever you do some mistake, you can erase it and redo it. Like this, whenever you learn something wrong, please ready to unlearn and reskill yourself. And wherever you are there, what the job demands, upskill yourself based on the job requirement. This is what I thought I want to say about your development side.
Thank you for watching us. Hope this session might enlighten your mind. Let us meet in yet another informative and knowledge sharing video. Until then, it's me Senthil signing off from Porubokla or Podu Sevai.